Look at it. It's... Oh, bloody hell. I just tried to get a nice intro bit with the train going past and it jumped up the warnings. Anyway, look. It's a nice new bridge, everyone. Man, this ticked over to 30. I was waiting to see if this would tick over to 30 before we started recording because it's been going very slowly and I didn't want to have another episode where I ran out of monies. So, this is brand new, as you'll see. Look, highlight, unhighlight, unhighlight, unhighlight. We have hours of fun here. So, you remember that area I said I wasn't that happy with the motorway / main line, where it just kind of went up on a bit of an angle? I did change it. It is still a bit of a jaunty angle. However, if you look at it anywhere else, it does look really cool. And I'm really looking forward to getting numerous trains on this track and heading up. What it does mean is this tunnel is now as a bit of a death trap and just does kind of just descend up into the heavens, but we won't talk about that. I can refine that at a later date, and you will never see that. And also, when they come out of this end, they're generally speeding up, so you don't really notice that it's actually a bit badly designed. Don't tell anyone. So, what are we doing today? What are we doing today? Today, we're going to Stowmarket. We're going to pick up some groceries. No, we're going to go to Stowmarket. We're going to run the main line / motorway to Stafford, continue out that way, our 4-track. But then we're also going to link up Colford and Bromley. And this, my friends, well, this is presenting a bit of a challenge. Look at the lonely tram. I mean, that would be terrifying, would it not, crossing that many tracks in something that really can't move very quickly, and they're flying out that tunnel to the station. You'll see a lot more signals around. We've tried to redesign the signal setup because eventually we're going to have so many trains running. I keep saying we're going to have so many trains running down that line. And you there probably go, well, where are they? Where are you man of empty threats? And I'll go, yes, leave me alone. So we're going to run this out to Stafford now. That's the first step. And you'll see that I have a big lump of money because I don't want to get stuck like we did last time. So the first step is building a station. Now, I had a look at this just before we started, and it's not very suited to having a mainline station here. So, because I don't really want to take out that will just involve bulldozing the entire town. We can't really afford to do that right now. That will be quite pricey. And then that's all the industrial buildings, which we probably... I mean, maybe we get rid of the industrial buildings? That's evil ultimate station thing that I don't understand yet. I will, but not yet. One day... Okay, well, maybe we could sneak it in there. Or in there. But then you're not getting any spread. Because you go here, it costs £1 million. Whereas you could just build it here. I mean, I would build things along here. And you could pull it a little bit closer as well. You could pull it closer in, you could delete some of that road. You could build it there, run it. I think that's probably the better solution. So let's babbity-bye. Goodbye. I've been listening to the Arcane soundtrack quite a lot, and I've got that in the back of my head. And the front of my head. In fact, all parts of my head. And by building that like that, you've been a bit of a wally, because you've not been able to... Give me... There we go. Oh, is that going to line up now? Oh, that's horrible. What's the best way of doing that? Well, you seem to have started the way of doing it, which was delete it. Yes. That gonna work? That's all I wanted. That's all I ever wanted, game. Look, it's almost flat as well. So I've seen some people online that they essentially get the station in. Where they're flat on the ground, put the station in. I don't mind a little bit of ground overlapping the station. I can already see where this is going to cause us a bit of trouble. But let's just pretend I can't see it. This area up here. That's right. I'm going to drop a station on you. Ha! You're insane. Make it a bit longer. How much bigger does that make it? Ooh, chunky. Yeah, why not? Because all I'm going to do now. Just going to strand this across. Oh, I don't mind the quick flatten. Where's that road leading? Is that an important road? You are an important road, so you will need to be replaced. Are you an important house? You're still on play. You probably should have been on pause. Yes, probably. I'm assuming it's going to Angry Town. Yes, they're furious. Well, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Right. So, tracks. Nope, you should not be going up, because we're definitely in the region of going to nip into a tunnel, and it might also help us have a little bridge. That would be quite sweet, wouldn't it, coming down, a little bridge crossing over there. Why have you not gone to the end? That's very irritating. And we're going to assume that's the end. How far can we get before it goes Tunnelville? Because I want to get the crossing in before it... Yep, what you're doing there is just jumping backwards and forths. Backwards and forths, backwards and forwards. You know what I mean. Right, give me an X. Give me an X. Give me a Y. What? Why are you colliding? That's a track. That's what you do. Okay, it's not the most elegant hinge, but I'm not against it. Now, the problem I've discovered with doing it 5-track is that it becomes incredibly fussy. Come on. 4-track, it loves it because the crossover doesn't happen on a piece of track. But if you do it any more or less, it gets really fussy. This is also another key thing you've got to learn. Always having pause on. Pause is your friend. I don't understand why you're colliding. Who says that's that? Yes, I know disconnected. Yeah, why does it feel the need when I shut it to go, nope, still problems. Still loads of problems. It's not liking it, is it? Because look, if you do 4, I guarantee you it will be happy. No, it's not happy with that either. Well, isn't that bizarre? If I get rid of the first track, will that start to work? Obviously it won't work when I get rid of it. Look, the moment you go to 5, it goes, I hate you. I hate you with a passion. 4 loves you. So we could, for the sake of ease, then slot that back into the main line like we've been doing previously. So that comes across. Goes there. That is also not liking anything. Sigh. No, you didn't mean to do that track. You did the wrong fudging track. Could it be where you're putting the tracks in? Maybe let's just build the track and not worry about anything. I like your thinking. Bit of a tunnel. So are we going to need to go up at any stage here? I think we should be alright, because we're just going through the valley twice. Whoa, get your bearings. Well, maybe let's just finish the route with these 2 tracks. Yeah, that's fine, going flat. We'll start a gentle curve here, because we want to be going kind of round that coal mine. I suppose if we are going round the coal mine, we kind of just a little bit straighter. There we go. Yes, there is a plan. Is there? Because you've just made yourself a £7 million tunnel. Yeah, I have, haven't I? That's interesting. Does that mean that this should have been going very slightly up? I think it does. Gotcha. So probably from about there, because that's the bit where you're coming out of the carving. You want to be doing a very shallow incline. So let's get that. Okay, now it wants to do a bridge. So the auto build has just decided to do something a bit bizarre there. You've got to have that flat because that's going into the station. Fine. Understood. All on board. But then you want to do a... Nope. There we go. Just gentle. Gentle incline. No, there ain't no incline like a gentle incline. I think you can go more as well. You think? I think, yeah, you could just about get away with that. One more. Yeah. Hee hee. You're a child. You know that, don't you? Yes. And now, hopefully... I was really hoping to avoid a... Really hoping to avoid some sort of... I mean, is that alright? It's quite a long tunnel. I kind of wanted to pop out at the end. How much did it cost to pop out their side? Where have I gone? So is that... It doesn't look too terrible, you know. It's there to... There. Not wild about it. Not wild about it. This is why these episodes are meant to be half an hour and they end up being an hour. Yes! That's also why you end up spending all your money. How dare you? I don't spend all my money. I spend most of my money. It is a very crucial difference. Okay, so if we do just before that arrow says, yeah, let's use that as the thing. So it's technically still on the flat, according to things. Right, round we go again. Okay, so this time it pops straight out. Beautiful. Oh, there we go. That's what we wanted, boys. And girls. And theys. I don't really mind. Whoever wants to celebrate can celebrate. That's what we wanted. You still haven't sorted the entrance to the station out. I know. Here's a question. Do you think it would be better or worse to just have a button where you could say add another line on? I know it would take away some of the hands-on. What have you done there? That was bizarre. I think we might need to do all this tunnel individually, because otherwise the game might start to hate me. You haven't even decided how many tracks you're leaving this station with. I know. There we go, that one. And you know what it's like with tunnels. It's been alright there. Are you keeping that fifth track? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. If it behaves itself. It's not if it behaves itself, as if it stops everything else from working. Yes. You may have a point. I mean, you don't have to do a crossing. You could do a... Because I kind of do like having the same amount of tracks going in and out station, so you could just do a crossover. And what are you colliding with? Did I do that wrong? Is that a nice looking tunnel face? It's a nice looking tunnel face. Although there are ones online I should download. I know I keep saying this. But I am worried mods will kill my PC. Right, what are you going to do here? Because there is a road in front. My God, man, what was that? What was it trying to do there? Oh, it's because it's still set on going up. That's why. Right, so you... Oh, this is going to be a disaster. We're going to have to set up this exit to the station. Because we can't not have a level crossing there, I think. Yeah. Go away. Don't delete the station. Don't delete the station. Be very careful. Why should I be careful? This is my house. My house. You're going to have to do the same thing with the lines here, you realise? Yes, I know. But what? I don't have a but. Not I don't have a but, I just didn't have a but answer. Okay, we'll swing that round. I think that looks alright. Again, I know there are some people out there that will perfectly check every bit bumper line and perfectly like that, and that's what what have you done? You've just completely ignored the turning you'd set up. And ironically, the one you just built was actually quite nice that you're deleting. Yes. I don't know what I did there. That was a bit stupid, wasn't it? That was very stupid. You had it, and then you deleted it because it didn't obey your original plan. No, what you've got to do now is you've got to delete this one because you've built it. You nincompoop. So in terms of lines, all the engines that are currently going through through Stowmarket are also going through also going on to wherever I've just put that station. And I've just noticed my money's running down again to Stafford. Yes, the money running down isn't ideal because of reasons. Now, what I'm hoping, once I get this cross hatches, so we now need to sort out the big angry ticks in the sky. Let's set that so we can at least earn some money while this is going on. To me, that should be bridgeable. I don't understand. Oh, I only need a little bit. Bridge pillar collision, right. Modular bridges, please. That could look really nice. That does look really nice. That looks really nice. Yes. Right, that's one sorted. Now we just need to sort this out, which might be trickier. That's the smooth gun. That's not what you want. Yeah. You are right. I need the other one. I need to be able to put a crossing in here. Road. Well, that's not what I had in mind. And it's annoyingly flat. Would like some tram tracks. That's okay. That's okay. I think that is now that is flat enough. It is flat enough because we can then, to be honest, actually, we can probably just take that back. Now, build that, connect that like that, and that one again might even be nicer if we curve that now because we know where it's going. So let's just curve it around. Whee! Perfect. Now, why would you do that? Why, in the name of all that is holy, would you do that? Because now you just cost me a lot on the smoothing gun. Do-do-do. Lovely. That should have worked. Yes, that has worked. So, now you need to sort out your crossings. How have you spent so much money on that so quickly? It doesn't make any sense. Did that... Well, that's saying collision, right? Keep going. Or, what you could do... Because you know it works on 2, right? So what you could do, for the sake of neatness, do one here. Why is there too much curvature? One there. One there. One there. Lovely. And then, from there, just do it. So now we just need to make sure people can get from this track this track. So hang on, let's just do the maths. Does that work? So if you're coming out, you go in. Oh, but you can't get. So that needs to then. So you'd then need a double. You'd then need crossings before that. That becomes quite a complicated solution, doesn't it? I'm not even sure it's a solution. Right. To hell with you. It would look quite neat, but... Oh, well. So this is the plan. One like that. I'll just try it for the sake of trying it. So... Then one like this. Lovely. Just switching all the tracks like a legend. You've got less space on the other side. I know, and I'm pretending to have forgotten that. Interestingly, every time I click and build a signal, the where a crossing emits smoke. Look at that. So hang on, which is the in and out lines? Because I've actually built these now. So on the... Oh no, because you've got an extra line. Ooh. That's confused me now, because I've got an odd number of lines. This is going to be quite embarrassing, because you're going to have to go back and delete all of this. Because which line is it that's the bonus line? Yeah, I don't want to. I need an even number of lines. That's awkward. Because then also... Oh, the irony, eh? And I still can't get it working. This has been a universal disaster. So this is costing me 4,000 per delete. And the whole way it's costing me far more of my pride. But the good news, what it's tactically allowing me to do is distract you while we're making money to be able to do the next bit. There should be a button in this game. Now, it might. I've had this before where I've said it while recording, and someone's gone, yes, there is a button, you fool. And I've gone, I'm so sorry. Where you can just select track. Because the amount of time I spend in my life trying to not select the flipping tree and ending up selecting anything else. I mean, I don't think it's taking away from the line. The four tracks is still nice and impressive. Going back. You didn't want to delete that. You didn't know what you were doing with that connection yet. No, you're right. I did not. You're still doing it? Yes. You are insane sometimes. You know that, don't you? I do. So, 4. Let's just get this done with 4. Yes, it worked. Haha. I am king. No, you've now built it so you can't get an extra line on it. Right. So first, what should you do? Probably link this line across. Yes. Now you can do your crossing. Yay! Here we go. Haha, I am king of all things. Right, so now you can tell which line is which. Yay! And the crowd goes wild. This is just a hypothetical musing, but I wonder if the costs have any relation to reality. They're obviously very dedicated to realism, the devs. So just a little wonder. Just a little wonder. Right, so now you need to remember what your in and out lines are. Because you've not done it sensibly. No. You've just done that the wrong way around. I'm 90% sure, because I think... Oh no, you're looking at it from the wrong way as well. Oh, this is so hard to do. Right, so in line. Okay, so that you've forgotten what the in is, yeah. Okay, so left, right, left. How does that help you? I don't know. Well, now you can at least sort out this side. So, you go into that. Should you have gone a bit further with that? Well, you probably should have done. You've done it again. You just deleted a track. Yes, I know. Is you do that right up to the crossing. And then that gives you more space. No, what did you put there? I've just put random signal in. Oh, bums. That gives you more space to do your cross-hatching. Yeah, I wish I like could resist not doing it, but it just looks so pretty, doesn't it? Alright, signals, otherwise you will forget and you'll come back crying. That's fine, so you want... Yeah, so there's got to be a signal here. A signal here, because these are in and outs. And for the sake of my mind, signal here, signal here. And then let's put the inverse facing them. And the signal there. And let's make a signal setup here. You've got to stagger them, because otherwise they overlap. And it looks awful. And you cry. That's just you. No, it's not. I'm sure other people get very emotional about... Yeah, I couldn't even finish that sentence. And you've forgotten which way around it is. Ah, yes, I have. Right. I do like the bits where when you're going over a mountain and the wind goes whoosh, to show you're high up. Does it? It's just the little things. They tickle me. Not literally, of course. One, two, three. Okay, right, so then you're just before this. And then this should have signal there. Signal there. I don't mind staggering them, you know. I can see why some people wouldn't like it. But I don't think it looks terrible. And then you've got the junction. Right. Lovely. Smashing. Cool. Smash and grab. So, lines. So, this is Blackrod to Stowmarket. So, we should, after Blackrod, we add in Stowmarket as an official station. No, you can't. Why can't I? Oh, no, because then it would be going to... Wait, no, you do need to do that. You do need to do that. You told a lie. Because then you're going to need to go to... But you need to remain... I want you coming into the furthest platform. I want you coming into platform 1. Yes, and then coming back on that line. Perfect. Perfect. You're a good boy. Ooh, made me shudder. Right, so that's that one. I don't know whether... Oh, I just deleted it. I don't know whether this one will end up going any further than that. It's quite a long route, so let's just put Birmingham to Star. Cool. So, next line, please. And that come here. So we need to do the same with tax. So add station. So this one obviously goes up to Hat. So it's a central line. That one comes back to Stowe. On to Stafford. And they'll go back to Stowmarket. And again... I think that's all right with those lines. Because Hacks is the central line. Essentially, I've got a bit of an overlap on lines, and there will be another line coming in here later on, he says, with certainty. But I do need to change the entrance it comes into Stafford on, because it needs to come in on... I would like this one to come into platform 2, please. Actually, is that going to break it? Yeah. It's not going to break it, but it's not ideal. Maybe I don't make it. Maybe I play with platform 3. Fine. Then you do have a little bit of an overlap with this one, but I'm sure you can sort that out. And then finally, so let's just change that to star. afraid, Mr. Bond, it's time for you. What are you talking about? I don't know. Stow. A station appears consecutively. I don't care. And then that, yeah, that's perfect. So that's going in. So that leaves you. So I think, actually, we want... oh, we didn't change the name of that one. Let's rename it. No, not that one. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to move that into Terminal 2. Because we are, as I said, we're going to have the branch line. Yeah, we're going to have the branch line coming in here. So we probably want it coming in. So. Change the name. And let's build a little tram for Stafford. I mean, that's a nice big station, isn't it? It's looking, the buildings are clearly updated themselves. So they're looking a bit nicer because I've gone through some years because I forgot to stop it. Right. So we want, I think we want the room for a big bus stop here. Yeah. And then we want to upgrade the streets and put a tram track on it because we don't do buses because they're silly. Yeah, do that. Fine. Do that as well. Don't. So I think what we want to do with this route is go around like this, out like this, out like that. One kind of thing I do like about trams, and I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet here. I'm definitely not. But you do have to plan the route because obviously you need to then build something, which I know sounds silly, but you need to build the way that they are going. So buildings. So we whack in. So this one covers a good chunk, so I reckon we don't need as many. So we'll pop one of you in here. I think we'll pop one of you in up there and one of you in up here. So that's a nice simple route. And then we'll put a tram station in just over here, and we'll just, I was about to say tramify. We'll just tramify the world. Did you hear that, John? We're going to tramify it. But to do that, we need a tram track. And who is this tram track hero, we'd say? What are you doing? I don't know. Stafford, have we got any more trams? Nope, we're still with the same tram. We will need 3 of them, please. And they will be the tram commuters. And they shall be praised from the stars. What's line 1? Starcom. What's this line? Oh, well, you're getting deleted. Right, so that's all lovely. Stafford shall prosper. That will take a bit of time. So, here we go. This was meant to be the main challenge of this episode, but I have spent, let's check the recording notes, 33 minutes doing the bit that wasn't the main bit. So that could have been the episode by itself, but no, you special people, you're going to get a little bit more. What we won't do is we won't do the stations this episode for Colford and Bromley, but we will show you the way it's coming in. Because if I try and build a track straight there, that happens. Or if I try and build a thing straight down, I mean, look at it. I mean, actually I did set that as going up in the air, didn't I? So that's probably cheating. But still, look at that. Oh my word. Well, that's the thumbnail for you. Wobbly bridge. Wobbly bridge. That bridge is not happening. So, I still want to be able to link Stowmarket, Stafford with Colford and Bromley. What to do, you ask? Because look how steep this is. You could surf down it? You could ski down it. That's what I meant to say. You could ski down it. So, what are the answers? I think the answer is run a line from Stowmarket, gradual hill, come up round, come out into Bromley, out to Colford, and then do a bit of nice, and this is a bit where you can get a bit picturesque, do a bit of hill hugging way down and link back up with the main line. I think that could look quite cool. Rather than, we could obviously just go, oh, I have no time, there. You've done the thing again. Yep, I did the thing again. But look, it's 65 million, and also it's got a gaping mouth. So, let's see how far we get with this, with 10 million. And we'll just be really careful the way we spend money. Really? Yes. So let's make this work. So what we want to do is after this, we'll have the line that peels off, the line that peel Godreds. So that already is in trouble, right? Because it's already going off that way direction. So what you kind of want is what do we need to do? So it's good to do this from time to time, just see what the bird's eye view is. So it's got to be very steep to get up, but that's already, I mean, we've got from here really. Is it easier to work our way down or work our way up? We're definitely going to pause it with 11 million. Then also we're going to have to build, if we build the curvature as well, then we know kind of where we need to be to start off with. Stop. I don't know why it's now automated to up. So let's just build a teeny bit of track there. And let's build a teeny bit of track there, assuming that's the station. I don't understand why it's... Okay, so that is kind of there for that height. Yes, it needs a tunnel, but it's not drastic. I think in an ideal world, maybe so we'd have that slightly higher. We'd have that maybe about here. Cool. So let's just start heading down then. See, look that's gone. Absolute agent of chaos down originally. That's not too bad. How is that? I want it to feel like a mountain railway. I mean, that's okay. It's hard to see. It's hard to see which way it's going though, because of the trees. Let's go for that as a little starting point. And then let's just follow that round to give ourselves as much space as possible on the downward spiral. You need to keep heading down, buddy. It needs to keep going down. So, yeah, you've already, and you can see we've already run out. So how far down have we come if we look at it? We started about there. We've got to get down to there. So that's oh god, that's going. But that might be because you've angled it into the middle of nowhere. So if you do it that way, yeah, you don't have the same. Oh, bottoms. You don't have the same. No, click these right. You know what? Button. I know you can do it with shortcuts, but I kind of just like the tactility of doing it on keys sometimes. So slowly, slow and steady wins the boat race. Ooh, are we low enough? I think we are, you know. Oh, we're not. We're very much not. Oh, lordy, lordy. So, right, okay, what we can take from that is that we should probably spend that first bit. We still need to be going down quickly. But we weren't a mile off. We're definitely not going to the stations today. We're just going to build these lovely little routes and call it there. So, no, we don't want it to tunnel. We want it to sit outside of the tunnel. I mean, how else do these guys expect to... Oh, why have I gone underground? That was too much. It was too much tunnel. It was too much tunnel. I can't take it, Captain. I'm giving her all she's got. Really? Do you think it's going to start quoting Star Trek? Yes. Right, so... Let's go. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to do the same thing we did the other time. We're going to try and get as far as we can using that almost almost steep setting, essentially. And then you pop out, which is fine, because then you can curve around the side of the mountain. Which was a way of... I think I'm a little bit lower than we were last time. What are you basing this on? Guessing! Oh, a little tunnel. Ooh. Too much slope. But where? I don't think... I've got a feeling that slope is going to be because of this. Yes. Now, if we were to get rid of this road... Goodbye. Main correction. Nah, it's fine. You'll get over it. And it's still too much slope. It's not too much slope. Why is that? So I suppose then the question is, if you tailed off here, how bad is that in terms of slope? I mean, it's not great, is it? If you wanted it to feel like a mountain railway, you've definitely got it feeling like a mountain railway. Half tempted to stick with it though for the moment. Not that bit. That bit can that could be good. That bit can definitely not do whatever it was just doing. Do you think that's a good use of money, considering you're running out of money and you wanted to make a really big thing about this episode of not running out of money? Well, I don't think that's a fair comment. Why not? Because reasons. You're not going to be able to flatten that, are you? Because you need it already to be going up. Yeah? Well, unlucky stone quarry, you're not getting any stone. Okay. So we've kind of... Oh, God, that tunnel. That's awful. I was just about to say we kind of locked that in. We need to be lower. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. Sorry seems to be the hardest word. Again, I think we might just need to risk being a little bit steeper on this bit. So maybe we have this straight section. Because we're not far off. We're really not far. And we don't want much of it being too steep. So we get that bit and curve that round. But that bit, yeah. If we go the one below my rule, so we're not actually changing too much. Yeah. And then we keep going at that descent. Yeah, that's all good. Then how does that look compared to... It's still not great. It also might be you need to start from here would help. Because if you start from here... I just don't like the fact it's a tunnel. No, you don't, do you? I don't think you've got... I genuinely don't think you've got another option. I think you're making a big fuss over something that you really just need to accept. Yeah. I think you might be right. Who's you in this scenario? You got me. Right. So main connection interrupted. Do we care? I think we have to. Oh, look at that tunnel. I hate it. I can't even look at it. But I need to do things. I need to do other things. I can't be here forever. Right. So you, little road, will make use of the fact we've got an ugly tunnel. Is it wise to do this, though? Because you'll probably end up getting rid of that tunnel. Maybe not. But then again, it means you don't need to worry about the road, do you? This is a good point. I'll probably end up what I did doing last time, I think. And where I went away and I just neatened it up a touch. But when you're under time constraints, it's hard. The world is it's a tough world. And that one's just not getting anything, so screw it. Or unless you could do it like that. That is way too expensive a solution. Yeah. True. But it's better than that. But I might just put that in to stop that closing just in case I use it again. Just broken so many of your own rules there. Right, how long have we got? I didn't want it to be too long an episode. 45 minutes in. We're going to quickly run this track down. He says quickly. These episodes are just getting longer and longer. So here, let's just say here's where we want the track. For some reason, my train is always... So if we ran it down... Oh, we're immediately in bridge territory. That's not good. This might have been a thing that took a whole episode. Yes. Yes, I think this might be a thing that takes a whole episode. So in which case, what we're going to do to finish, to make sure you guys have something to do, is we're going to finish this top part of the line, and then we can finish the bottom part of the line next time. So we'll connect up Bromley. I took one look at that and went, I'm going to die. No, don't, yeah. So, in my opinion, we don't need just 2 tracks, it's fine. I think 1 track even, we don't even need 2. So we need it to be able to swing round, so we kind of want it in line with that piece of track that we used as a guide. So, let's build a bit of road. Let's make it that bit of road. I mean, in an ideal world, it's quite a big town, actually. I was about to say you don't need to do too much, and then I realised the size of the town. Main connection will be interrupted. Fine. We're going to do that. I'm pretty sure we can make that curve more effective ourselves. Doesn't need to be all the way up. Oh, you absolute cretin. If we can keep it. There we go. Nope. Don't do that. A little bit of tighter curve, but that's fine, and then you come in for your stop. Lovely. So that's linked up in theory. That they're not going to be happy about that road, so let's find a different way to get the road out. Oh, you can take the road round there. Why do I have to do everything round? Oh my god! You gave them the option, and it gave you £1 million road. I think you're kind of deserving that. Do-do-do. Give me an R. Give me an O. Give me a D. Give me a R. That's just ugly. Why would you... Don't do it. It's a waste of money. Too late. That's so much nicer, though. Look at that. People will be happy to leave the town. Yes, I know how it sounded. But I don't care, for I am in the final throes of this video. And if you enjoyed this video, please check out the Gaming Blender podcast, the podcast that I do every couple of weeks with my lovely co-host Scott, where we create a brand new hypothetical video game every episode for you people. You lovely people. Don't look at cost, just get it done. Upgraded or to have tram track. So, hello, autosave. Where have you been? I feel like I haven't seen you much today, which is concerning. No, don't. Oh, actually, you can run that off to there then. You can run that off to there and then have the... And then that's where you can have the... depot. Why you want straight? Curvy, please. Curvy, my man. I mean, there is something very novel about just having a massive power station just in your backyard. Just, oh, have you been to the power station? No. Well, it's just over there. You're spoiling yourself. Should just enjoy it. Enjoy our surroundings while you can. I mean, you never know when someone's going to come and whack a big old tram stop opposite the power station. Because that's definitely not going to become irritating later on when you update things. What on earth has happened there for all that is holy? Let's see if I upgrade the road, it's going to do anything. Okay, it seems to have fixed whatever the hell that was. So now, let's buy... You're not going to need more than 2. This is going to be a slow old route. You can do that, and that. Lovely. And this is the Brom commuter. Brom. You don't need the dash. Lovely. And then we shall get a choo-choo. What can run it? We did unlock some new choo-choos, so it's just reversed. Anything? You can't have a mountain railway and not have it run by a tank engine. I'm sorry. Those are the rules of life. Did more things not come out? I thought more things came out. What year are we in? From 1850 for those. Oh, these are the new ones. They've got a big old wheel. They're old Emily from Thomas the Tank Engine. Let me, it's fine. Well, we want the powerful one, don't we? We don't want the one that looks rubbish. Tender. No, that's reversed. Where's the old chunky one? See, I swear there was a bigger one somewhere. Okay, well that's... That's interesting. I will need to check my settings, but either way, we better get tank engine on. Any tank engine. Let's get little black one, little black tank engine with some coaches. Let's get a few first class, because you know it's going to be bougie. A few second class, and then a second class break, because you know why not? New line, please. New balls, please. Why is that train getting that line back? Why is the red train decided... Oh, dear. The red train. On the red train. So, you're going from here to here, but you will have a hell of a journey someday. And you've got to be coming into platform... Well, it makes more sense for you to come into platform 4 at Stowmarket. Yes. And then you... We haven't named it. Whoops. So, Stow, this will be Stow Mountain Railway. Just stupid names. But what you need to change then... Well, firstly, what are you doing? Let's find a signal and use that as a waypoint, shall we? On your way from Nelson... to Stowmarket, yeah, that's what we want there. Add that in. We want that station, please. There we go. And then we want... That's fine. So I think actually, sorry. Manage line. When you come into Stowmarket, you can use either of these platforms, okay? 1 or 2. 1 or 2. And that is the same for When you're in a stone market, you may use 1 or 2. Or 1 or 2. That should be absolutely fine, because they can just do what they want then. And I know that is always horrible, letting things do what they want. So we left with 5 million in the bank. We more got through that because of the amount of work that I need to do. I need to sort this out. It's a little bit steep for me. I think there might be I think if I just make it a little bit steeper at the top, we might be able to avoid stuff. But it's fundamentally there. We've got a small train. Quite a large train, in fact. I mean, that might have made it a bit long. But either way, the mountain railway is starting to come to shape. Along with, let's check, we didn't actually see with Stafford. It's got, oh yeah, Stafford's ticking along. Who's the busiest train? Maybe we'll add another train just for the sake of fun. Lines. Cargo. No, who's making me the most money? Apart from Magic Mike. Magic Mike always makes me a lot of money. You're full, but make me no money. And don't even look at the bottom. We'll decide that next time. Anyway, in the meantime, let's find a nice view to end on. The new train heading out. Let's speed it up. I'm trying to get it to stay. Maybe we could have him heading up the hill. Maybe up here. I mean, it's quite a nice shot, really, isn't it? Not that. Not that. That's quite a nice shot. Now we just need to wait for him. So you guys done anything nice recently? Any good plans? Yep. Yep. Just waiting. Oh, still there. Okay. So, anything interesting of late? Any passengers waiting there? Oh, there's a passenger. Good. Oh no, quick! It's approaching. Ah, get away with it. Get out. Here it comes. I'm treated surprised. Look away. Well, that's actually quite a neat view. That's a better view. I mean, looking out over. That's better. No! Here it comes. I can hear it. So this has been The Gaming Blender. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And please leave a comment saying about if there's anything specific you'd like me to do. And I will look at it and go, I don't know how to do that. But in the meantime, oh, we haven't named it. Craig. And let's pretend that never happened and move further down the line. And this has been The Game Blender, and that's been lovely, and thanks so much, and bye! That's a perfect time to be charged there, isn't it? Bloody hell. Look at it, beautiful there.